Hello, my fire signs. I am so excited, guys. I am going to be doing you all's singles love reading. And in this reading, it's going to go over 5 steps, okay? These are 5 steps that are going to be the key issues in your life that you have dealt with in the past, that you're dealing with in the present. And this is going to be a guide for you to help you find the right partner for you and to also get you ready for your future partner so that when they come, you jump on the opportunity and you get the person that is meant for you. Now, some people may find their person in the very near future. Some may find them a little later out. This is a general love reading, and you guys have to understand that with tarot, there is like no time. So you just have to do the tools, okay? Do the work. Do the work on the things that are going to help to get you ready so that you can take care of yourself and then be able to, in the future, to be able to take care of and be in support of others. So I have a 5-card spread, like I mentioned, and how they go is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have already mixed it up. I've already pulled the cards. And then I have this additional mystery card. This is the one that at the end, I'm going to pull this card and it's going to tell you the type of person that you are likely to meet in your life that will end up being your life partner and what you should do in the present to get ready for that partner. So yeah, so excited. I know you all are to see what this card is. If you think that you guessed the right one, the right card that you pulled, then you guys can comment and, you know, talk amongst yourselves in the comment section about the choices that you chose for that particular one. And I am going to go ahead and get into this reading. So the first one that you have here is the 7 of Wands in reverse. This is a very beautiful card, isn't it? I love to take a look at these cards in this tarot deck. All of these come from Light Seers Tarot. If you guys are interested in this deck of cards, you guys can find all the information for this and other items down below in the description box. So, with the 7 of Wands, now this is in reverse, but I want to give you a little background on what it's like when this card is in the upright position. So when this card is in the upright position, it is all about being a person that stands up for yourself. You're a person that defends yourself, very protective of your territory. Basically, a lot to do with being protective. A lot to do with a person that is strong, that sets boundaries, and that they fight for their relationships, you know, with their partners, with their friends and everything like that to work. So with this being your key issues, I am going to point to the negatives that are holding you back. And from what I'm getting a feel of, guys, what you're holding back on and the reason that is keeping you from getting to where you need to be as far as being ready for your partner is the fact that you currently do not set boundaries in relationships. Sometimes you can be almost in a way of pushover. And I know that fire signs, okay, this is Aries, this is Sagittarius, these are Leos that I'm talking to, okay? I'm talking to all of you guys. Stop rolling your eyes, okay? Let's just be honest. Let's face that part of us that we know we don't like to hear, but we need to learn from, right? Okay. You have a tendency to not set boundaries in relationships because you're a very happy-go-lucky and giving type of person. You can sometimes give more than sometimes. You can give to the wrong partners, or you can overgive to a partner to the point they no longer value you because they start to look at you as either a money pot or, like I said before, they look at you as a pushover. Okay? And another issue that comes up with this is that you give up too easily, whether that be in relationships, whether that be in work, just other aspects of your life. You give up way too easily and you admit defeat very easily. Also, you have a lack of self-belief and you have this fear of surrendering, okay? And when I say surrender, I mean surrendering to the unknown or surrendering relationships that no longer serve you. Sometimes you can stay for years, okay? Years upon years in marriages. You can stay years upon years in relationships, in friendships, just in all these different things. You stay so long in something that does not serve you. And with the fire sign, You all know that it's all about movement, okay? Fire is all about movement. And the thing that is so crazy about this is that this card here is actually a card. Anytime you see wands in a reading, that signifies fire. This signifies movement. This signifies being strong and going towards something and not being afraid and not having boundaries, okay? But right now you have created boundaries within yourself. And in the past, let's be honest, in the past, you have allowed yourself to be treated way less than what you deserve, okay? You're staying in situations out of fear, okay? You have a fear of moving on. You have a fear, even though you didn't even believe it, and maybe at some point, and maybe seeing this reading, it kind of hits you that, yeah, you are afraid. You are afraid. You have been afraid. You have settled. You have been giving so much and over giving to people that don't deserve it. But now it is time to break that bond, okay? Break that cycle, and we're going to move on to the next level. So, by moving on to this next level, we're going to go to the next step. The next step is behavioral patterns. Okay, this is the Page of Pentacles. And what you see here is a young person that is holding on ever so gently to this large pentacle in their hand. And when it comes to the Page of Pentacles, anytime you see a page in a reading, this has to do with youthfulness. This has to do with young or your childhood. It has to do with like a person that is of earth. Okay, very earthly, things that are attainable, things that are tangible, things that you can have within your reach, like money, certain type of job positions. And this right here talks about your behavior patterns. So let's see what patterns in your life are causing you the most strife. Okay. What's causing you the most strife in your relationships in the past has been a procrastination. Has been the fact that you hadn't learned from failure. Also, you spend a lot of time daydreaming, okay? And daydreaming in a sense that, say that you have a new goal and you're like, oh yeah, I want to complete this goal. I'm going to start doing this, or I'm going to start doing that. But then you never follow through with it. And then you're sitting there with all this wasted time, all this wasted potential, because you didn't slow down enough to get something done. And with the Page of Pentacles, with the Earth in it, anytime you see Earth in a reading, that is all about time, okay? Now is the time to get yourself together. You don't have any more time to be playing around, because you are ready, okay? You're ready to get out there. You're ready to start dating. You're ready to start having that self-love that you know you deserve, and you're ready to start getting back what you put out. So what you need to do is you need to learn from your past mistakes, and try not to make those mistakes again, okay? So if you were too giving in the past, maybe pull back. If you were too argumentative in the past, maybe pull back on that. You know, find other ways of channeling your very busy, hyper sort of attitudes. And for some of you that may be a little too rigid, maybe a little too stiff, maybe this is a card that is signifying that you need to let your inner child come out more. You know, is there issues in your past that has caused you to have stagnancy in your relationships? Maybe you seeing that your parents that were divorced, and you see how much they fought, or you seeing one parent was you know, would cheat on the other parent, and the mom or the dad would stay in the situation. Understand that that was their story, okay? That is not your story. You don't stay with somebody that disrespects you just because you're like, well, this is what I saw when I was growing up. No, you should want better for yourself. And if you have children, you don't want your children to follow that pattern and end up in that same situation, right? Right. Also, what this can signify is anytime usually when you see the page, is that this is someone that still has a lot of learning to do. This is someone that may be on the borderline of being immature. Maybe you've heard people say that a lot to you. And say, oh my God, you don't take anything serious. You're so immature. Oh my God, you're not taking this relationship seriously. You're not taking this conversation seriously. Are you even listening to me? Seriously, are you even listening to me? Because right now you're frustrating me. And that is another thing that needs to be fixed. Because if you're going to want to have a mature relationship, you're going to have mature and honest conversations, okay? So let's take a look at the third step. So the third step is the Eight of Pentacles. Very beautiful card. This is another card of earth, and I'm seeing a pattern here with a lot of earth. This could signify that your next partner may be someone that is heavy in earth, or you may need to possess more of the qualities of an earth person, which is very driven person, a very loyal person. Maybe you're lacking in those two areas, and you might want to start honing in on that, or you could need an earth sign to sort of balance you out in a way. Or maybe there's a lot of heavy earth in your chart, and you're finally learning that you need to start embracing that side of you more. So with the Ace of Pentacles, I said ace, I'm sorry, Eight of Pentacles. So with the Eight of Pentacles, basically this talks about developing skills. Okay, maybe you need to develop some skills as far as in a relationship. Like maybe you need to develop your skills of communication. And I see a pattern here. It's going back to communication. Okay, maybe you've been someone that if you're going through something, you're kind of mutable about it. Okay, I believe that like Sags, if I'm not mistaken, I think that Sags have like what they call muted type of personalities, meaning that if something is bothering them, instead of sometimes vocalizing it, you'll kind of become passive aggressive. Yeah, definitely for all of you, definitely for, I would say for the most part, Leos and Sags. Usually Aries are a little bit more blunt, sometimes a little too blunt. Okay, all of y'all can be a little too blunt sometimes, but hey, you need that in life. Sometimes you need somebody to put you in your place. But you need to kind of work on being able to achieve relationship goals. Like if you're in a point where, you know, you're in the, you're past the, you got to learn how to sustain a relationship past the, what they call it, the honeymoon stage, okay? And understand that people are not perfect, okay? People are not perfect. Your partner is not going to be the most beautiful person every day. Some days they're going to look a hot mess. They're going to walk around the house and you're going to wonder, oh, God. Or they may do some things that get on your nerves and you're saying like, oh my God, can I really deal with this person? Yes, you can. You want to be at a point where you take a person as they are, okay? Nobody is going to be glammed up 24 hours a day. No one's going to be laughing. That is unrealistic. Stop putting unrealistic expectations on your partners. And then you wonder why later on that person just starts to drift away from you, okay? Definitely work on that. Because you want to increase your self-development. You want to take that misdirected criticism and kind of take a look at yourself and see that if you work hard enough, that what you're doing in a relationship will eventually lead to success if you follow those practices in which I mentioned. Now, we're going to get into the next step, which is 4. 4 is the areas that you need to change, okay? We just got done talking about the areas in which you need to grow. So the areas in which you need to change is the King of Swords. Now, this card, anytime you see swords in a card, this signifies air. Maybe you have a lot of heavy air in your chart. Maybe you have some air type people around you, or that's what you kind of attract the most in relationships. But as you can see, this King of Swords is upside down. But when you see this card in the upright position in a reading, what this signifies with the King of Swords is that this person is very assertive. They are very direct, very intellectual. Yeah, just think communication. Think of somebody being just very sharp and quick-witted and a perfectionist almost. Yeah, to the point of being almost a perfectionist, very ambitious. What they're saying is that right now you're lacking in those areas and you want to go and do that. Because I'm sure a lot of you have heard this more often than not. You can be very controlling to the point of almost being a bully. They can also say that you lack hell of a lot of sympathy for people. You love to argue, literally loving to argue just for the sake of arguing. Okay, this is what happens when you take your communication and it becomes in reverse. Okay, you're not using it as a mature person that knows how to be focused and knows how to be direct and without being nasty. You take it and you turn it into being controlling and combative. Okay, nobody wants to deal with this, especially in a relationship. And I'm talking to the men more right now at the moment, because it's coming to me a lot. But you guys have got to understand that being an alpha male does not mean you have to be an a-hole. Okay, all that extra aggression that you have, this need to want to bully and everything, why would you want to give that energy to your partner? Okay, pull it back, bruh. Pull it back. So, you've also, and I know this may hurt some people's feelings, but you know, you got to get to the nitty gritty in order for you to be able to rise up. Okay, let's rise like the phoenix, baby. So, you also have heard, I'm pretty sure, that you can be tactless. Okay, you can say whatever comes to your mind. But me personally, I guess because I'm a Sag moon, I love a person that is like straight to the point. Oh, it just makes me so happy. Makes life so much easier. But hey, we're trying to work on things, okay? We don't need to stay in the negative. But guys, if you've heard people say these next words I'm going to say, hit the like button. They say you can be vicious, aggressive, arrogant, rude, and ruthless. If you have heard any of or all of those words, okay, this is for the Aries, the Leos, okay? This is also for the Sagittarius. This is for those that have the sun sign. This is for those that have the rising, the moon, and the Venus. Be honest. If you've heard those words in your life, hit that like button. Because you know what? These are areas that you need to change. Okay? Work on having tact. Work on speaking to people how you want to be spoken to. Because it's so funny how a fire sign can be so aggressive and they can say all of these things, but God forbid somebody calls you on yours and all of a sudden it's, oh, what? Huh? Oh my God, that's not me. Wow, I can't believe you say that. Oh my goodness, I just had to call you back because I had to reiterate on that. I cannot believe that you felt like that about me. Really? Seriously? Get off my phone. Get off my metaphorical phone. So, we're going to take a look at the next step. And this is the part of the area that you need to liberate, meaning that you need to open yourself up to. So, you see this person is bound, okay? This person is bound in the picture here. And it looks as if they're looking in the mirror at how they feel that they are. Okay, they even have blindfolds on. This is the Eight of Swords in reverse. So, I'm sensing a pattern in this reading. There is a lot of communication issues, because if you hadn't noticed, you have 3 cards that deal with communication. Okay, some of you, I believe this is a very, very, very blatant reading for some people, and it's sticking out like a sore thumb, guys. You really need to work on how you speak to people and how you speak to yourself. Okay, stop speaking negative to yourself. Stop putting yourself down. Stop saying like, oh, I'm not as attractive as you know, this person thinks I am. Oh, well, you know what, I'm not that ambitious, or I'm not that strong, or blah blah blah. Stop talking down to yourself, because the way you feel about yourself is the type of people that you're gonna attract. If you feel like crap, you're gonna meet people that treat you like crap. Pick yourself up, build your self-esteem, work on your tact, and you'll be well on your way. Okay? Please focus on that communication, because baby, it's all over your reading. And also, very strong possibility that you are going to end up with an air sign. Okay, so yeah, this person may be an air sign with a heavy earth in their chart because of these pentacles here as well, or it could be vice versa. You can meet a Taurus that is a Taurus or a Virgo or a Capricorn that's very grounded, but they have a little fun to them. Because I know some of you say, oh, the earth signs are so boring. But if you get someone that has a good heavy balance of maybe Taurus and Gemini, or etc., then you're going to meet someone that is not so rough around the edges. They know how to have fun and make you smile and make you happy. But yeah, with this Eight of Swords, let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the areas of your life where you need to open yourself up, because of course we said it's in reverse. Right now you're in a stage where you are having self-doubt. You are having an inner critic meaning that you are really like putting yourself down with negative thoughts. You're not open to new perspectives. You also just kind of look at everything as like, oh no, but yeah, this is great. You say this is great, but this is going to happen. I just know the other shoe is going to fall. So you're basically just kind of psyching yourself out every time. Maybe you have held on so long in relationships where you felt restricted, you felt trapped, or you're holding on to unfulfilling jobs or relationships, or holding on to debt and not understanding that if you look at this picture, this person is bound, but this person is looking in the mirror, and what this person doesn't realize is there is nobody else around them. You're basically putting your own self, okay, in this prison. You're putting your own self into this prison of self-doubt. You are basically becoming, this is all self-imposed. These are all things you're using. Stop being a victim, okay? I'm sure you heard partners in the past tell you this. Stop being a victim. Okay, stop saying, oh, this happened to me when I was a kid, therefore I'm going to drink a lot. Oh, this happened to me as a kid, therefore, you know, all girls are the same, so I'm going to sleep with everybody, or vice versa. And it's like, you can't, you're choosing to be in prison, okay? Stop being scared. Stop choosing to be in prison. Stop choosing to stay in relationships and stay in situations and stay at jobs and stay at these places. Not telling you to leave a job right now. We're in the middle of a pandemic, okay? Slow down. Don't leave something until you have something else, okay? When it comes to work, not when it comes to relationships, okay? Don't try to leave a relationship while you don't try to leave and be with somebody on the side, okay? I'm telling you that. But when it comes to work, if you're unfulfilled, look for something else. It's not the end of the world to say, you know what, this is just not for me. And yeah, definitely take a look at yourself on the inside. What is it that's lacking? What in your life from your childhood that has caused you so much self-doubt? Okay, did you have a parent that made you feel insecure? Or maybe both your parents made you feel that way? Or did it make you feel as if you couldn't communicate, therefore you kept a lot of stuff in, and this is why it's hard for you to open up to your partner? Maybe you have family members that are not that ambitious. A lot of them maybe didn't finish college or didn't finish high school and stuff like that. So they make you feel as if that you're not going to get that far in life as well. So you don't push that hard in your career or trying to get a career. So therefore you stay stagnant. Yes, but these are general readings. Okay, it's not going to resonate with everyone, but you guys know your story, okay? You know your story. Put it as you see fit. And now, guys, we have made it to the final part. Okay, if you haven't already, guys, get a journal. Write all of this stuff down, all the things that you can remember from the different 5 steps. And go over this video as much as you can, okay? Kind of look at it sometimes when you're feeling self-doubt and say, you know what? My reading told me this, this, and that. And I'll guarantee you that the power of positive thinking can change anything. It can change your self-esteem. It can change how you view relationships. It can change everything, but you have to believe it, and you also have to want it. Okay, nobody, all I'm doing is giving you all the resources. Okay, I'm giving you the water. You don't have to drink it. All right, so let's get to this mystery future partner. So, your card indicates that your future partner is going to possess the qualities of a 10 of Swords. But your 10 of Swords is in the reverse, so this means that I am going to point out the negatives surrounding you at this time that may keep you from your future partner if you don't follow these steps, as well as the one that is in this card. So, let's go ahead, sit this card down. And let's talk a little bit about some things that could be hindering you. You guys got to work on your healing. Like I said before, you got to work on your healing of your childhood issues. Got to work on your healing of relationships. You got to work on being able to communicate. You guys got to work on stop having so much self-doubt, especially when it comes to employment and stuff. You got to build yourself up. You got to be confident. You got to believe that you can do something. Okay, things can only get better once you learn from your despair. Okay, if you don't learn anything from that, it's not going to get better. You're just going to be in a repeated cycle of dating the same people over and over again, working the same type of places, maybe still staying at that place of employment, still going to have that same mindset. You're still going to walk around with this depressive state of mind, and nothing's going to change until you choose to change it. Okay, because with this card in the upright position, when this card is in the upright position, it talks about it talks about ending victimization, okay? Ending the need of feeling like a failure. Ending the need of feeling like everything around you is collapsing and being bitter. But when it is in reverse, this is all about sadness, grief, pain. In relationships, it talks about separation. So maybe some of you have recently separated from someone. Maybe you all experienced infidelity. Maybe you all were the person that committed infidelity, and that is the reason why you all are separated and you are divorced or whatever, and you're single now and you're looking for the keys to find out not only what you did wrong, but what you can do to fix it. And how you guys can fix this is fixing yourself on the inside. It's just like thinking about the Wizard of Oz, and you see the Tin Man. He's so hard on the outside, but on the inside, all he wants is a heart. He wants a heart. Aww. And guys, once again, there's another air indicator in your chart. So you're definitely going to be, if you hadn't already, maybe you got your eyes on the air sign. Maybe you got your eyes on the earth sign. Maybe you got your eyes on someone that has a mix of both of those qualities. But this is definitely a lot of air. So do not be surprised, okay? I want you to come back. I want you to come back and comment if this comes into fruition, because you're definitely going to be running into someone that either possesses the qualities of an Aries. I'm sorry, possesses the qualities of an Aquarius, a Libra, and a Gemini. Okay, because once again, you have received another Swords card that indicates air. But this also signifies that you really need to work on communication in order to pull your future partner in. Okay, so just remember, let go of the suffering, let go of the bitterness, let go of the pain, let go of the grief. Okay. And through this, you can heal. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And share this video with everyone you know that is a fire sign, or people that you feel like they need to learn you more. Okay? And guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.